build that on here, connect these two, and essentially, is it working? So now, I've got 2 extra machines, 2 extra oil generators, using the oil and the turbo fuel made from this. This is just all confusing, but it has given us more power. Now, has that increased the capacity enough to the point that everything is all green over here? No, everything is still red. I honestly have no idea what that means. Hello everyone and welcome back again to some more Satisfactory. We are back here, back in our homeland. Why are we here? We're here because we have a job to do. We have a mission. And last episode, we eventually secured the most needed material for our future upgrades and plans. And I thought to myself, damn bro, with this is going to be taking quite an interesting amount of things, you know? And obviously we got a whole bunch of other stuff that we'll need to consider, but for now let's go and have a look, because there's actually a few things that have changed since, mainly that thing over there. So obviously I've got a lot of oil here now, and yo, I'm about to tell you a bedtime story, bro. So I'm out here in my end, yeah man, just casually moving about, and then I realized that I had a hard drive thing ready, and oh, we have another one ready. Fantastic, interesting. We're role playing as we go. So I'm scanning this thing and it comes up with whatever, and I'm there like, I really can't be asked for this, and then I press the rescan and it brings me to here, and I'm like, wait, I don't really need any of this stuff. So what I did was I literally just load the game, you know, let it all come back into motion, back into the play. History repeats itself again. I really need to fix that freaking power grid. It's the one all the way in the freaking Darklands, man, that's just been left on its own. But we come back here, you know, oh look, hard drive's been scanned again, cool. Lo and behold, if I rescan it again, it brings me completely different things, which I don't even need. So what I did is I just literally just kept on just repeating this entire whole process until I got something. Now, it may be considered cheating and, you know, maybe unethical in some eyes, but this has provided me the opportunity to get the stuff I need. And one of these rescans was actually probably the best thing ever. And that was the alternative recipe for the steel ingot, which I believe has revolutionized our production on like, bro man, this is massive, bro. This is like finding the cure for cancer at this point. So we go to steel ingot, fam. Alternative coke steel ingot. So instead of using coal, we're using petroleum coke, which we can make petroleum coke from all of those barrels of oil, the heavy oil residue. I have like hundreds of thousands of these. So I have utilized this and essentially created a massive production over here that is making petroleum coke, that is disposing all of the extra containers and essentially just shoving it all in here. So we have a lot of petroleum coke, which is going to make its way over here, which over here has also had a few more changes, but we'll get to that later. I have petroleum coke up here. I have iron ore just being deposited down here. So down here, we can start to produce steel in order to make several other components that we need. Because I'm kind of utilizing just the components we need. Like, I know we need a lot of screws, but over here, man's got to manufacture heavy modular frames. And as you can see, bro, it's working, bro. And it's literally here. Like, I was so gassed. I was like, oh, damn, man. I mean, it was a couple respins. I've just found out that, you know, if you need something in particular, you know, just save the game, reload the game for every scan that's not helpful, and boom. There we go. So now we'll be able to make steel. Basically, the idea for this episode is because obviously in the last episode we wanted all of the aluminium and all of that stuff there. So now we have that being worked, and essentially everything is literally all the way over there, right there in the distance, and that's now working. I have also brought the silica, which is all the way over there. So now the aluminium can be mixed with the silica to give me more of those plates which I need for the future. So that's that. So because we worked all the way over there, we worked quite far away in the last episode. This episode, we're going to be working from home. We are literally just going to be doing stuff around here. So obviously, I'm sure you may have also noticed, all of this stuff over here has disappeared. And it will continue to do that because we are going to pretty much revamp all of the stuff to get all of the components that we will then need to fuse into other components for the next stages. Hey, what's my guy got? What the hell has he found? Fused modular frames. Thanks, man. See, like, bro, all of these things. Fused modular frames, bro. I don't even know what that is, bro. I ain't got a single clue what that's used for, but I have it now. But basically, these are the type of components we need, man. These modular frames, these batteries, radios. We need all of this advanced stuff. But all of the advanced stuff takes quite a lot of the basic stuff. So the idea is to get the basic stuff all up together. And you know what? We need to start utilizing some of the stuff that I just have here chilling as well. So that is what we are going to be doing today. And we're going to revamp the iron over here. We're going to also revamp the coal here because we need more coal. And now that we have steel, we have rotors over there. Combine the steel and the copper to make stators, to make more motors, which we're then going to need to make advanced motors and God knows what else. And so what I'll actually do is basically I kind of want to remove this. Now what I did with all the iron stuff is I literally just fed it into the sink. So essentially just move all of this into the sink and it'll slowly all move along. It's just, is there anything else that I'll need whilst I'm there? The idea is just trying to remove all of these items because we don't really need them right now. We just need them out of the way. You know, the more coupons we got in our sink, the better. So this one, we're just going to be utilizing the stuff that we have here. Just trying to use... See, this part will just stay as it is for now. This one's kind of like relatively simple and all of the components and stuff is here. I got so many rotors, pipes and all stuff, and it's all being fed into all different things as well. So grab some cables, shove everything else in there. Basically just let that all go in the sink for now. And the idea is to essentially focus on the things that we need and just have them all in production, really. A little bit of housekeeping, you know, not too adventurous, but it does allow us just to have these basic things in mind for what we need for the future. Right, so I need a couple more portable miners. Okay, so first things first, we get some Mark IIs up in here. Now, this is obviously very similar to the stuff we've all seen before. This will be pretty similar to the stuff we've done before, but see if we can try and expand it just a little bit further. Oh, what's good, my guy? You're back again. You haven't got anything for me, though. Go get something. This guy's just gonna get in the way. Oh, man, go and do something, man. You haven't found anything yet, man. Go do something. So this is all feeding here. This is kind of like encroaching over to this side. We might have to move this lot over, maybe. I might have to just turn this round, actually. I have an idea. This concrete thing is probably going to get in the way. So what I'm also going to do, I'm going to merger. I'm going to move this so it faces this way. Just got to bring this now. Obviously, some things are going to like overlap and potentially maybe cross within. But I feel like, you know what? We're just going for maximum efficiency here. So okay, so we're gonna need a lot of cables around here. Right, guess what we'll do is we'll just remove this one. I think we'll probably remove this. We don't need this no more. Try and see if we can try and keep it a little bit unison though. Probably gonna get confusing along the way, but as long as like most things have a connection that works. That one. Okay, so those two smelters are now in place. So we just need a lot of everything here. This is what I do. This is how I do it. There's nothing really much else to there's nothing much to discuss other than like this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm doing it, and we just gotta go from there. Okay, so now everything should be working. Everything's all just mining right now. Okay, so everything is now all in the form of ingots. Now we just need to move on to the next stage. We're just going to take a load of these. So obviously we're going to need reinforced plating. We're going to need screws. We're going to need just normal plating as well. So I think the idea is that I would have... See how close I can set up these things. So these things are going to... Yeah, these things are going to really... Christ, I don't know if I'll have enough here for this, but hey, you know what, just a matter of just whack these all down here and see, just make a massive line. Okay, so now all of these constructors now have power, so now it's a matter of trying to figure out what do we do with these and how exactly we're going to need them. So we're going to have to remember all these recipes off by heart here. So we need reinforced plating, which then takes normal plating. So I got 12, haven't I? So if I do iron plates, or do I do 3? Because I think it matters. If I do 2, then obviously basically I can just have a storage for every component that I do. And then this means that these can be all fed wherever they need to go. Although I probably ought to bring them so they're a little bit far away. So those are now making iron plates. These 2, I guess, will go and just make rods. We'll just work through the list. Okay, so those 3 are now making that. I'm trying to figure out, because I'm trying to think in the long run. I feel like that's kind of screwing me over here. Because now I'm kind of getting lost now as to what I'm trying to achieve here. Missing rods. Hang on, I need some rods. I've actually ran out of rods. See, this is why I have built storage containers for every resource. So if I need some of the basic resources, even though they will be used for the next step, at least if they back up, then there's some in here that I can use. Now I have 2 sets of plates, rods, and screws. So you know what, I'll just let them run its course for now. It'll literally be a matter of adding those basic ones to the next stage things. How much of these have we got left? Move this limestone thing out of the way. Got 1 limestone left. Right. How much stuff are we still going through? Still taking a lot of time, but I guess then again it is also like this copper stuff is also still trying to make its way into the sink. So I guess now that all that is somewhat just kind of working the basic stuff, so we have all of that ready to go. The next thing is to work out this part here. So essentially we have a build-up of iron ore here, and we've got to build up more coke stuff there. Cool, right, now we need to get up there, which, I mean, actually, we could actually, maybe we can parkour our way up there. We should see, right, the coke is making its way down here, and the iron is all being collected from these lots. So I guess, now that this is all together, now comes the next step, essentially. That involves setting up. How many foundries do you think we can set up here? Whether or not where we set them up at. That'd be cool, right? If we could build like a multi-story. Thought of something, maybe an idea. Maybe we can utilize all of these tokens that I've accumulated all this time. If I head over to the shop, let's see if I can build walls to support the foundations. Hang on, I gotta find where my coupons would be and see if I can can I buy the ability to make walls? I've got a whole bunch of stuff that, you know what, is better off just going straight into the sink, to be fair. That's literally the whole point of this, isn't it? Anything we don't need, just send it in the sink. Everything else, we'll use. Right. This is probably the first time we're gonna do a bit of shopping. Foundations, walls. This is what we need. We just need a wall. Windowed walls. I literally just need walls to go on the foundations, or just walls up in general, so I can make foundations on higher levels. Steel frame. I don't want to build them out of steel though. Oh, bro, man, it takes silica to build these things. Foundation. I just need just walls. Add to cart. Right. Okay. I'm just gonna buy file. Alright, I have bought something. First ever.
Walls are one of humanity's greatest inventions.
Walls.
They definitely stand above floors.
Yes, and below floors. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. Walls? Oh, wait, don't tell me. Wait, did I actually have knowledge of walls before? Because these are all new conveyor conventions, but I probably could have built walls before. Must snap to a foundation. So essentially what that means is that I actually need to build foundations first. So I need to build foundations that these foundries can stand on, essentially. Okay. I'm probably making this way more complicated than I needed it to be, but hey, how big is a foundry? Okay. So essentially what we want to do is we want to build... Approaching on another... there we go. Okay, so the idea... This one's a bit embedded, but that's fine. So we want to make it... So, let's let's just preemptively do this, shall we? So I'm gonna make a splitter. If I can just go into each one of those. So the iron will go into that one. Steel goes into this one. Okay, so that's now all there. So essentially, the idea is to build a wall that essentially builds up. Bro, up there. Okay, listen, bro, we're getting creative. We're doing something different. I'm missing modular frames. That should not be an issue, considering the frames are literally over here. See, this is the idea, right? The idea is just to have everything close by. Have everything close by, and then everything can all be made accordingly. Them lot are facing the wrong way. Alright, now moves on to the next thing, which we need to know what to turn this steel into. So essentially, it'll be a matter of 3 sets of pipes. So what we'll do is we'll use these for steel beams. And you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to do this over here. Foundation, build me a ramp up there. I'm missing steel pipes. I need steel pipes. Okay, well, I may as well just let these run for a bit. I think what the idea is, because we have limestone here, we'll change these beams into concreted steel beams. And then as for the pipes, they come round here. And we will need to make stators, which need copper wire, which this copper stuff is done. We can start to remove this out of the way, and then start to construct the copper segment. Why are they all red over there? No power. Wait, everything's all red. Wait, have we run out of power? No power. Oh, everything's all red. Oh, we've actually exceeded our power. I think we have just exceeded our capacity, but because we have the battery and stuff, everything that still has power is still going. But I think we need more power. 93. Is it going, or is it... Say, it's reaching our max capacity, this. I think we just need to make more power. This thing's still bringing us... I think it's still bringing us more of this stuff. Okay, I think we might have actually exceeded our power, because there's a lot of stuff that's like red at the moment because they have no power. So I think we're gonna need more power. But it's just the question is, where do I get the extra power from? Yeah, it looks like the circuit is blown up for this. Everything's all red now. We need more power. Now, if I wanted to, I can do what I've done here and essentially turn from the heavy fuel oil into these things. But it's these packages, man, they take a lot. But we also have turbo fuel over here as well, which might help us with our power. And it looks like, yeah, everything's all full waiting, because it's all being fully made. But I guess what we can do, and obviously I've got to keep this, gonna have to like bridge it over essentially. That truck isn't going to be able to go underneath that. I'm going to have to build like a custom thing. Stackable pipelines. So I'm just going to have to build this. I'm hoping the truck can pass under that. Need to unpackage. Now, the annoying thing is, right, we're going to need power. Now, power is not something we have. We don't think we can add more machines to it. We combine those two and only make one. Oh, I'm missing steel pipes. Damn, these refineries are massive. Right, I need to get more pipes, which I think I also have over here. See, look at all of this, bro. This takes a lot of time and effort. And obviously, you might not see much of this because it's literally just me literally putting the pieces together in silence. At the same time, this is why sometimes I do some things off camera like this, because when something like this happens, where I have not enough power now, it definitely holds things up. I've got to try and... thing is that thing's just going to get... I might have to just build it over here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the truck definitely just about fits in there. This is too uneven. Ah, come on, man. I'm like... There we go. The things are just going to go in the ale. That's that sorted. So hopefully that just flows it down here. Essentially, you want to make... Oh, it needs compacted coal. And it power. Jesus Christ, bro. I honestly have no idea what I'm trying to achieve here. I'm just trying to do... I don't know what this is going to entail. I've got compacted coal making its way into here. This is also going to make its way into here, which then basically I need to grab this, needs to come all the way up here. Need to add it. You know what? We're just going to have to build... You know what? For everything, every extra add-on, we just got to build a sink. So now that we've got that out of the way, now we move on to the main thing, which is to pretty much whack ourselves, ideally... How many can we get here? As I can't see. 2 we'll just have to do. Build that on here. Connect these two. And essentially, is it working? So now, I've got 2 extra machines. 2 extra oil generators. Using the oil and the turbo fuel. Made from this. This is just all confusing, but it has given us more power. Now, has that increased the capacity enough to the point that everything is all green over here? No, everything is still red. I honestly have no idea what that means. In hopes that maybe it might not actually just be power. It might just be because, like, literally all of this over here is powered by one cable. Maybe I might have to connect another cable to another cable so it's not all just coming from one cable. Because this one cable here... In fact, is it even this one? It's not even this one. Oh! Oh. Ah, right. I think I found my problem. The damn thing wasn't connected all this time because I got rid of it. Oh my god. Oh my god, everything's now all green. Okay, Alright, well, we have more power capacity now when we, because like, So I wondered why everything was red, but obviously the power didn't go, but I thought it was the battery, and the fact that the battery level went down, because it's normally at max level, and it was like 93, I thought, oh, it's actually got a power problem, but no. I just didn't connect the wire. Right. You know what? Edit all of this out. All of this power stuff wasn't necessary. Okay, well, I've got more power now. That will give us more capacity to make more machines, which we'll do in the future. So stay tuned for that. I can't believe that was the problem. My god.